Good evening. I wanted to create this video to explain a little bit about this assignment. I've received some questions about it. This is the second assignment we received at the end of the quarter, on the last day we were together. It is one where you have to look at some data on the U.S. Census Bureau's website. More on that in just a second, but when you get this data, you'll collect it in this chart right here on the screen. Once you get all your data, you'll calculate population growth, which is underneath the table here. You can see the formula, the 2010 population minus the 1950 population, and divide that by the 1950 population times 100. That's how you find population, or any sort of percent change. In this case, it's population growth. The last minus the first divided by the first times 100. Once you get those in there, what you'll do is you'll do some interesting things with that information. Down here, the next page shows the various countries in each region. That's important for the visual here. Each region, you will color code based on the percent change you have. Let's say I decide I have a region that is less than 50% growth. Let's say I make that yellow. I'd put a little yellow in this box right here, and then I would color that region on the map. If you need to know what countries are in what region, that's what this page is for, to help you out. So you will mark all the different regions of the world this way. They should all be marked, with the exception of Antarctica. Antarctica really doesn't have any people. You'll also visually put all your data here. Along the x-axis down here, you can put 1950, 1970, 1990, and 2010, kind of evenly space those out. And then on the y-axis, you'd have your 10 regions. And you can use different colors if you want, but each region could have a line to it, and it could just hit the different points, where in population it is. And also on the y-axis, you would have the number of people. You can do it in millions, however many you need. But let's say I had Oceania. I would have a dot in the 1950 spot, 1970, 1990, and 2010. And then I would connect those dots, and I would have one for each color. That's just how I'd set that up. You could use bar graphs if you want, but I just found that might be easier with line graphs. Then you have some questions at the bottom. Now, this is all good and great, you may say, but Mr. Wallace, where do I get the data? This website and this link right here. Now, if you're not familiar, if you click that link, this website should pop up. Right here, something that looks very similar to this. The directions for how to operate this website are in the instructions on the assignment. You would, in this little area, make sure you've clicked mid-year population and density. Here, you can select the 4 different years, 1950. You can click multiple here, so you just click through it. 1970, 1990, and 2010. So those are the ones you can all have on there. Those are the 4. In this box right here, make sure you select the middle one, aggregated region data. Over here, make sure you've selected legacy regions. And if you'll notice in the legacy regions, there are 9 of the 10 regions you need to get information for. So let's say I pick the first one, Sub-Saharan Africa. I go over here, I got everything laid out, I click submit, and what you'll find is the information, the year and the population. This is what I'm asking you to put into your chart. So in 1950, I put 185 million, in 1970, I put 296 million, in 1990, I'd put 515 million, in 2010, I'd put 874 million. Where do I put this data? This data would go right here in your chart under Sub-Saharan Africa, 1950, 1970, 1990, and 2010. So you do that for all the regions. You'll notice these first 9 right here, Sub-Saharan Africa through Oceania, are all on this website. You click search when you need to go back. So I'll have to go through this process for every one of them. Most of these should stay. As long as when you get done, like say I just did Sub-Saharan Africa, I go to Northern Africa this time. Make sure you click only one. You may have to click off of them when you get through it there. I click submit and I get my data, write all that down. I click search when I'm done, it'll take me right back here, and I just switch to a different region. If you'll notice, these 9 on this list are the first 9 on the chart. The 10th one is the former Soviet Union. Someone emailed and said, how do I get that? Well, actually, multiple people asked me that. Well, if you click, in this case, special regions, right here, you'll find former Soviet Union, right there. So then you click former Soviet Union, submit, and voila, you have the information you need. So that will be the 10th item. So just to recap here, the first 9 regions on your chart are right here under legacy regions. The 10th one is a special region right there, former Soviet Union. So you get all your data for all 4 of the highlighted years, put it in your chart, then you'll map it, graph it, and answer questions. That's all you have on this assignment. This assignment is not due until Wednesday when we get back together, because Monday and Tuesday y'all are out of school. Just to give you a heads up, you have a few days still to finish this. But that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I hope you have a good rest of the break. Have a good day.